Listen closely, my child, because what you are about to hear is not just another message. It is not just another voice. It is the gentle whisper of heaven that has been pursuing your heart all along. There are moments when life feels heavy, when your thoughts feel louder than peace, when the noise of the world drowns out your hope. And yet in the middle of all of that stillness, there is a voice, soft yet powerful, quiet yet unshakable, that leans into your heart and says, I am here. I have not left you. I know your pain. I know your fear. I know your confusion. But I am speaking to you now, if you will only listen. Perhaps you have been asking God for answers, crying out in the silence, wondering if He even hears your prayers, wondering if His eyes are really on you and His ears open to your cry. But He says, even before you called, I heard you. Even before the words formed on your lips, I knew them. Even before the tears fell, I counted them. Every sigh, every ache, every longing is written before me. And my child, I am closer than you think. Sometimes you expect God to speak in thunder and fire, in an earthquake, but often He chooses to speak in a whisper, so that you lean closer, so that you draw near, so that you silence the noise within and without, and discover that His presence is not far away, but right here in the core of your heart. He is not hiding from you. He is not ignoring you. He is not delaying, because He does not care. He is inviting you to tune your heart to His frequency. Listen closely, because His words are life. They are the bread your soul craves. They are the water your spirit thirsts for. They are the light that guides you through the darkness you have been wandering in your own strength, your own understanding, trying to solve every problem, carry every burden, fix every broken piece. But the whisper of heaven calls you back to rest in Him, to release control, to stop striving, and simply believe. God is speaking to you now, and He says, do not be afraid. Do not lose hope. Do not think that your story is over. I am the author. I am the finisher. I am the one who began a good work in you, and I will complete it. The valley you are walking through will not be forever. The storm raging against you will not last. The tears you cry tonight will turn into joy in the morning. You have asked how long, Lord. You have wondered, when will the answer come? But He says, I am not late. I am not silent. I am not still. I am working even when you cannot see. I am aligning pieces you do not yet understand. I am shaping you, preparing you, strengthening you, so that when the door opens, when the breakthrough comes, when the promise arrives, you will be ready to carry it. Do not despise this season of waiting, for it is here that your roots grow deeper. It is here that your faith is purified. It is here that you learn to hear His whisper more clearly. And He is saying, right now, listen. My child, I am speaking peace into your storm. I am speaking healing into your wounds. I am speaking direction into your confusion. I am speaking love into your loneliness. Perhaps you think God could not be speaking to you, that He only speaks to pastors or prophets or holy people. But the truth is, He speaks to those who seek Him. He speaks to the humble. He speaks to the brokenhearted. He speaks to the ones who quiet themselves enough to hear the still small voice. And that voice is whispering to you today. Yes, you. Not someone else. Not later. Not someday, but now. Do not underestimate the power of one whisper from heaven. It can break chains. It can restore marriages. It can heal bodies. It can raise dreams back to life. It can calm storms. It can bring clarity. It can transform a future. One whisper is enough to turn everything around, and that whisper is reaching your heart right now. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not abandoned. You are not unloved. God is leaning close to you, speaking over you, declaring that you are His. You belong to Him. You are chosen. You are called. You are set apart for His purpose. And nothing in this world, no mistake, no failure, no sin, no fear, no enemy can silence His voice when He speaks to your heart. So today make room for his whisper. Pause the noise of your phone, the distractions of your mind, the weight of your schedule, and lean into his presence because he is speaking to you right now. And his words are the very thing your soul has been longing for. There are moments when you wonder if God's silence means his absence. But the truth is, his silence often means he is working in ways you cannot yet see when the teacher is silent. It is often during the test, and in the same way God is shaping you, even when you cannot hear him. The most clearly, he is stretching your faith. He is teaching you to trust not in what you see, but in who he is. His whisper may not always be loud, but it is always present. You have prayed and felt no answer. You have fasted and seen no change. You have knocked, and the door has remained closed, but listen closely, because his whisper is saying, "Wait, my child, do not give up. I am preparing something greater than what you are asking for. I am removing what is not meant for you. I am protecting you from what you cannot yet see. I am leading you to something far more beautiful than your limited vision can imagine." Every closed door is not rejection, it is redirection. Every unanswered prayer is not neglect, it is protection. Every delay is not punishment, it is preparation. And when you realize this, you will begin to see that even in the silence, God is speaking his love, his wisdom, his plans over your life. His whisper is guiding you, even when you feel lost. Do not believe the lie that God has forgotten you, for he has engraved your name on the palm of his hand. He watches you when you rise and when you lie down. He knows you're going out and you're coming in. He has numbered the hairs on your head. He has bottled every tear you have shed. His eyes are always on you. His thoughts about you outnumber the grains of sand. His love for you is deeper than the oceans, higher than the heavens, wider than the earth. Listen closely, because he is reminding you right now that you are not defined by your past. You are not trapped by your mistakes. You are not bound by your failures. The enemy wants to replay every wrong you have done, every moment you have fallen, every word you regret. But God's whisper breaks through the lies and says, "My grace is sufficient for you. My mercy is new. Every morning my forgiveness is greater than your sin. You are free. You are redeemed. You are mine." You may feel unworthy, but God calls you worthy. You may feel weak, but God calls you strong. You may feel forgotten, but God calls you chosen. You may feel broken, but God calls you whole. When his whisper speaks identity into your heart, it silences every other voice that has tried to define you. He says, "I am your father. You are my child. I am your shepherd. You are my sheep. I am your king. You are my beloved, and nothing can change that." Even in the darkest valleys where fear tries to grip your soul, his whisper says, "I am with you. You will not walk alone. I go before you. I stand behind you. I walk beside you. My rod and my staff, they comfort you. My light will guide you, and even though you cannot see the full path, trust the whisper that tells you each step is secure in my hands. When you are tired and weary, when you feel like giving up, his whisper calls gently, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Lay down your burdens at my feet. Let me carry the weight. Let me fight the battles. Let me provide the strength, for I am your rest. I am your peace. I am your hope, and you will find everything you need in me." So do not harden your heart to his voice for today. If you hear his whisper, let it penetrate the walls you have built. Let it heal the wounds you have hidden. Let it speak life into the dreams you buried. Let it call you into deeper trust, into greater faith, into stronger hope, for his whisper is not just sound. It is spirit, and it is truth, and it is speaking to your heart right now. Asterisk. There comes a point in life when the noise of the world grows so loud that you begin to doubt if you can still hear the gentle voice of God. The pressure of responsibilities, the chaos of problems, the pain of disappointments, all seem to drown out the whisper. Yet, even in the midst of storms, his voice still reaches you, softly, steadily, faithfully. calling you back to his presence. He is not a God who shouts above the noise, but a God who whispers directly to your heart. When Elijah hid in the cave, broken, afraid, and ready to give up, God did not appear in the wind or the earthquake or the fire, but in the gentle whisper, and that whisper carried more power than any storm. That whisper restored Elijah's courage. That whisper reminded him he was not abandoned, and the same whisper is speaking to you, reminding you that though you may feel weak, you are not forsaken. Though you may feel surrounded, you are not alone. Though you may feel crushed, you are not destroyed. His whisper says, "You are mine, and no one can snatch you from my hand." It says, "I am the author of your story, and no page is wasted." It says, "I am the one who began a good work in you, and I will be faithful to complete it." His whisper is a reminder that your future is not dependent on your failures. Your destiny is not ruined by your delays. Your hope is not extinguished by your hardships. What I have spoken over, you will come to pass in my perfect timing. Listen closely, because he is saying, "My child, trust my timing. Trust my wisdom. Trust my plan. Do not run ahead of me. Do not fall behind me. Walk with me, step by step, hand in hand, heart to heart. I am not only guiding you to a destination, I am transforming you along the journey. I am teaching you patience. I am building your character. I am refining your faith. I am shaping you into the person who can carry the blessing I have prepared for you." You ask, why is it taking so long? Why have I waited for so many years? Why has breakthrough not yet come? And his whisper gently answers, "Because I am protecting you from things you cannot yet see. Because I am preparing a foundation that will not collapse. Because I am aligning the right people and opportunities. Because I am making sure that when the door opens, you will be ready to walk through it, strong, confident, unshakable in your trust in me. Do not despise the waiting, for in the waiting, I strengthen your wings. In the waiting, I deepen your roots. In the waiting, I prepare your harvest." And just as a seed must stay hidden underground before it blooms into life, so must your dreams stay hidden until the right moment when they burst forth in glory. What feels like delay is not denial. What feels like silence is not absence. What feels like stillness is not death, but preparation for the fullness of life. Remember this, my child. When you feel forgotten, I am thinking of you. When you feel unseen, I am watching over you. When you feel unheard, I am listening to every cry of your heart. When you feel unloved, I am surrounding you with everlasting love. Nothing can separate you from my love. No mistake can cancel it. No weakness can diminish it. No enemy can steal it, for I have loved you with an everlasting love. And my whisper is the proof that I have not let you go. Your mind may be filled with doubts. Your heart may be heavy with fears. But his whisper cuts through the lies and says, "Peace, be still. Let your anxious heart rest in my promise. Let your troubled soul find calm in my presence. Let your weary body be renewed by my strength, for I am your shepherd, and I will lead you beside still waters. I will restore your soul. I will guide you in paths of righteousness for my name's sake. And even when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will fear no evil, because I am with you." So listen closely. Do not rush past this moment. Do not ignore the tugging of your spirit. Do not dismiss the still small voice that calls your name. For God is speaking to your heart right now. He is not far away. He is not unreachable. He is closer than the breath in your lungs, closer than the beat of your heart, closer than the thoughts in your mind. His whisper is inside you, around you, and guiding you. And if you will listen, you will find peace, hope, and strength to continue. There are seasons when your heart feels heavy, and you wonder if God truly understands the depth of your pain. Yet his whisper reminds you that he knows every sorrow, every silent tear, every wound that no one else sees. He is not distant from your suffering. He is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. His whisper tells you that what you are carrying is not too heavy for him, that what feels unbearable to you is not impossible for him. You think no one notices the nights you lie awake, burdened by thoughts that will not rest, but God has been there in those sleepless hours, whispering peace into your weary soul. You think no one understands the questions that haunt your mind, but God has heard every unspoken word. You think no one sees the battle you fight alone, but His eyes have never left you. His love has never abandoned you. His whisper is proof that He is still with you when you are at your lowest. His whisper becomes your strength when you are overwhelmed. His whisper becomes your calm when you are ready to give up. His whisper becomes your hope. He does not shout at you. He does not condemn you. He whispers to you because His voice carries gentleness that heals, it carries love that restores, it carries power that lifts you from despair. His whisper is not weakness. His whisper is might controlled. His whisper is the voice that calmed the sea, the same voice that calls your name. Now listen closely, because He is saying, do not let your failures define you. Do not let your scars limit you. Do not let your doubts control you. I am the God who restores what is broken. I am the God who heals what is wounded. I am the God who redeems what is lost. I can turn ashes into beauty. I can turn mourning into dancing. I can turn despair into joy. And though the world has told you that you are finished, my whisper declares that your story is only beginning. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are too weak, too flawed, too unworthy to be used by God. But His whisper silences that lie and says, my power is made perfect in weakness. My grace is sufficient for you. My calling is greater than your past. Your mistakes cannot cancel my plan. Your fears cannot stop my purpose. Your insecurities cannot erase my promise. For I have chosen you. I have called you. I have anointed you, and I will complete the work I started in you. You may feel that the battle is too much, that the valley is too deep, that the mountain is too high. But His whisper says, lift your eyes, for I am your help. I am your shield. I am your fortress, and nothing formed against you will prosper. Every chain that binds you will be broken. Every weapon aimed at you will fail. Every plan of the enemy will be turned for your good. For I have declared victory over your life before the battle even began. Do not lose heart when the journey is long. Do not despair when the answers seem delayed. Do not surrender when the opposition increases, for in those moments, His whisper is loudest in your spirit, saying, keep going, keep believing, keep trusting. The breakthrough is closer than you think. The dawn is nearer than the night wants you to believe. And what I promised, you will come to pass, because I am not a man that I should lie. My word never returns void. My promises are yes and amen. So quiet your mind. Silence the lies still. Your fears, and listen closely, for the whisper of God is speaking to you even now. It is reminding you of His faithfulness. It is assuring you of His presence. It is calling you to trust. Once again, you may not see the full picture, but His whisper assures you that He holds every detail. You may not understand the season, but His whisper tells you He is working all things for your good. You may not feel strong enough, but His whisper tells you His strength is made perfect in your weakness. And so, my child, do not give up, for your Father is speaking to you. His whisper is life. His whisper is hope. His whisper is love. And if you let His whisper guide you, you will find that even in the darkest valley, you are never alone, for the voice of your God is always near. There are times when your journey feels endless, when each step feels heavier than the last, and you begin to wonder if God has forgotten the path you are walking. But His whisper tells you, I am still leading you. I am still guiding you. I am still here walking beside you. Though you may not always feel my presence, know that I will never leave you nor forsake you. Though you may stumble, my hand will catch you. Though you may fall, my arms will lift you. For you are my beloved child when discouragement comes. His whisper reminds you that your story is not finished when disappointment hits. His whisper assures you that there is still hope when despair overwhelms you. His whisper promises that joy will return. Every season has a purpose. Every trial has a lesson. Every delay has meaning. And nothing you are walking through is wasted, for I work all things together for the good of those who love me and are called according to my purpose. Listen closely, because he is saying, I know your fears, I know your doubts. I know your questions, but I also know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. I am not finished with you. I am still writing your story, and even the pages filled with tears will one day be chapters of victory. Even the valleys of shadows will one day be testimonies of light. Even the battles you thought you would lose will one day be memories of triumph, because I was with you through them all. The whisper of God carries the assurance that what looks like the end is often the beginning. What feels like loss is often the seed of gain. What appears as weakness is the soil for his strength. His whisper does not deny the reality of your pain, but it declares a greater reality of his power, his presence, his promise. Your tears may fall, but they are watering the ground for a harvest to come. Your nights may be long, but the sunrise is already on its way. Your struggles may be fierce, but they are shaping a testimony of endurance that will inspire others. Do not let the weight of your current struggle convince you that there is no way forward. For his whisper says, I am the way I am, the truth, I am the life, and as long as you hold on to me, you will never be without direction, never be without hope, never be without purpose. Your heart may tremble, your mind may wander, but his whisper steadies your soul, reminding you that his love is unshakable, his word is unchangeable, his faithfulness is unending. When you are surrounded by voices that tell you to give up, his whisper speaks louder in your spirit, saying, rise again when you are crushed by the lies of the enemy. His whisper declares you are more than a conqueror when you are weighed down by shame. His whisper reminds you there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. And when you are blinded by fear, his whisper says, fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Listen closely, my child, for you are not fighting alone. The battles that seem impossible are not yours. They are mine. The storms that feel overwhelming are not greater than me. The mountains that block your path are not immovable before me, for I am the Lord your God, who makes a way in the wilderness and streams in the desert, who parts the seas and calms the storms, who opens doors no man can shut and shuts doors no man can open. So breathe deeply and let his whisper sink into your soul. Let it remind you that hope is alive. Let it assure you that your story is safe in his hands. Let it give you courage to take another step. Let it give you strength to face another day. Let it give you peace that surpasses all understanding. For the whisper of God is not just words. It is life. It is power. It is healing. It is restoration. And it is speaking directly to your heart right now. Asterisk. There comes a moment when the journey of faith requires you to close your eyes to what is seen and open your heart to what is whispered, unseen, unheard by the world, yet deeply alive in your spirit. For the voice of God is not always thunder or lightning. It is the still small voice that speaks directly into your soul, telling you that you are loved, telling you that you are chosen, telling you that your future is held securely in his hands. When you look at your reflection and see weakness, his whisper says, you are strong when you see failure. His whisper says, you are redeemed when you see brokenness. His whisper says, you are whole. His voice is not bound by your feelings. His truth is not limited by your circumstances. His promise is not shaken by your doubts. For what he has spoken over your life cannot be undone by fear, cannot be stolen by the enemy, cannot be erased by the mistakes of your past. Listen closely, because his whisper says, I am with you in every storm. I am with you in every valley. I am with you on every mountain. I am with you in every desert. There is no place you can go where my presence will not follow you. There is no darkness too deep for my light. There is no battle too fierce for my strength. There is no burden too heavy for my shoulders, for I am your Father, your Savior, your friend, and I will never abandon you. You have wondered if your prayers reach the heavens, if your cries reach his ears. But his whisper tells you that before a word is on your tongue, he already knows it, that before a tear falls from your eye, he has already seen it, that before you call, he has already answered, because his love for you is not passive, it is active. His care for you is not distant, it is near. His attention to you is not partial, it is complete. Every breath you take is evidence of his whisper sustaining you. Every sunrise is proof of his whisper, renewing you. Every blessing, no matter how small, is his whisper, reminding you that he has not stopped being faithful. And when life feels overwhelming and you do not know what to do, his whisper gently says, "Be still and know that I am God. Cease striving, stop worrying, rest in my arms, and trust that I am working even now." The enemy may try to fill your mind with lies that you are forgotten, that you are unloved, that you are unworthy, but the whisper of God cuts through every lie and declares, "You are my child. You are my beloved. You are the one I died for and rose again for, and nothing can take you from my hand." You may feel surrounded by darkness, but his whisper shines as light. You may feel consumed by fear, but his whisper breathes courage. You may feel drowned in sorrow, but his whisper restores joy. Listen closely, because his whisper is calling you higher. It is calling you deeper. It is calling you closer. He is saying, leave behind the burdens that weigh you down. Release the shame that chains you. Let go of the fear that grips you. Take my hand and walk with me into the destiny I have prepared for you. A destiny filled with peace, with joy, with purpose, with eternal hope. A destiny that no enemy can cancel, a destiny that no storm can erase, a destiny that has been written in heaven since before you were born. So today, open your heart to the whisper of God. Let it fill every empty place. Let it heal every wound. Let it replace every lie with truth. Let it silence every fear with love. Let it remind you that you are never alone. And as you walk forward, carry this assurance. His whisper will guide you. His whisper will strengthen you. His whisper will comfort you. His whisper will speak life into you, for he who promised is faithful, and his whisper will never fade. And when you reach the end of this season, when you look back on the valleys you walked through, when you see the mountains you climbed, when you remember the storms you survived, you will realize that it was his whisper that carried you through, that it was his voice that gave you courage, that it was his love that never let you go. You will see that every moment of doubt, every tear, every prayer was answered by the God who was always speaking to your heart. So listen closely and do not turn away, for the whisper of God is speaking now, and it is saying, I love you, I am with you, I am for you, I will never leave you, and you are mine forever.